Good.
Doing? Okay. When last we left off, you guys had ventured into this lost level of Undermount, which hosts the forgotten dwarven kingdom of Malairbode. You came across a half-Duergar woman, Skella Iron Eye, who told you that she was attempting to search for treasure within these forgotten ruins after they had been opened up uh, by some unknown creature. While wandering throughout the halls, you came across a mithril which Julie has mined, and have explored some different areas which explained the history of King Malair. It is assumed that Draloff may very well be of the line of Malair, seeing as his hand was needed to open a set of doors leading into a secret chamber where you guys gained a benefit. After wandering through the halls a bit, you came across a purple worm for a short while, courtesy of Hallister Blackcloak, who was sent packing by a phantasmal force or phantasmal killer effect. It's phantasmal force by your friendly neighborhood sorcerer. You came across Skella and her band of Duergar in front of a shattered tomb. Drelloff, seething with rage that his distant ancestor's home that he just found out about, was getting robbed, ultimately decided to attack, and you managed to kill Skella and her associates. Though you were assaulted by some invisible stalkers, as was she, as well as a being that Kay lovingly referred to as Gary Salad. While traversing and exploring this chamber that had been shattered, this tomb, you realize that the tomb itself that you had come across and that Skella was searching through was in fact a false tomb meant to lure off would-be robbers from the true one. You have made your way past a couple of other false tombs before you came upon a room with 4 statues representing dwarven gods. One of them spoke to you telepathically, promising to reveal the way to the true tomb if you set it free by smashing the statue, which Dreloff did, revealing a lobster-armed like demon, who did in fact reveal the way to the final tomb. You found within the true tomb the final remains of King Malair. Upon resting his hand upon the sarcophagus, a magic message played in front of you, left there by King Malair to any of his line that would touch the tomb, reminding them that home is not in these forgotten halls, but with the friends and family that you have, and that a king is not made by any inherited wealth and noble birth, but by the men that choose to follow him. During the midst of this ancient message, and by retrieving a couple of items that were still on the remains of King Lair, including a shield bearing the symbol of the Malairbode dwarves, which Dreloff now holds. Daz, who was hiding behind a statue in the prior room, watched as the lobster-armed demon smashed another statue, releasing a frog-like demon from it. Daz released a couple of shots, including a menacing attack, which has temporarily frightened the demon, but it has turned and now makes its way in the direction of Daz to attack. Those of you who are in the other room do hear the sounds of combat behind you. So as we begin tonight, everybody will need to roll initiative.
I just need at some point to add that shield and weapon to my inventory. And done that. Initiative.
For some reason, this rhythm's not cooperating with me. So, all right,
I rolled a 13 and I didn't have my token clicked.
I'll add you.
Okay.
We begin with the newly released frog-like demon stepping forth. He is going to move there and ready in action. Daz, you're up next.
Holy shit. Okay. So I
will scream, "Help! Help! Everybody get out here!" And then I will light up that fucking demon that just came into range with. I'm using sharpshooter.
Okay. $21 will hit, as will 24.
So that's 42 damage.
Yep. All right.
And I'm going to action surge and do another 2.
Okay. 16 will hit, as will 21.
Another 33 damage.
All right. As the arrows go poop, poop, shooting rapidly from your crossbow, rapidly aimed, rapidly fired, you watch as this creature, badly injured, just kind of studies forward a little bit and staggers. Droloff, you're up next. You hear this fighting going on in the room behind.
Okay, I'm gonna move to here and hold action for anything that comes in.
Okay. Julie, you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to just a few quick questions. Last week, you guys used up the second wind and action surge abilities.
Yep.
Okay, and 1 charge of the Eye of Burning Blood.
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of left you bare
how
bones there.
I like how it's you guys.
Well, I don't know who was running my character at the time. So
It would have been me. So you can
All right.
scream at me.
No, it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can get to here with a move. And who's this character again?
That is a specter that is currently K's.
Oh, okay.
That's the soul
I
of the
will
dwarf.
attack the frog monster.
That is in fact the soul of Skella Iron Eye that K had ripped and turned into a specter under his will.
Spectacular. Here we go.
Both attacks will land. All right. You got hard black blood steaming from his leg.
That's it.
Okay, K, you're up next.
Alrighty, I am going to take a dash action. And I'm going to run to there, and then I'm going to dash and stand in front of him, shield ready.
Alrighty.
Ugh. Sorry.
And then I'll enter.
As you enter into range, he is going to use his held action in order to bite and claw into you, K.
Oh, he didn't attack fucking Julie.
He didn't.
Miss. Miss. Miss.
Okay. You parry all of his attacks. Sittinger up next.
Alright, I'm just checking.
Kent, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm looking. You hear me, right?
Yes.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kelly, when I walk into this room, what do I see? I see obviously the crumbled statue from the Galbrizu, right?
Mhm.
I assume I'm seeing another crumbled statue behind him.
Yep.
Okay, so that leads me to believe that all these statues are holding demons. All
Fair assessment.
right. I'm going to cast that.
Or moves with you on each non-hostile creature in the aura, including you. You have an extra 1d4 radiant with a hit on a weapon attack. Okay.
Nice.
I feel so bold right now.
Do clerics have a spell, fuck a demon up? Because that would be a great one to cast.
That's
I mean,
sort
that's
of
That's sort of what that is.
And that's it. And that's it for my turn.
Alright.
I would like to move here to block him from getting to this statue, if that's at all possible. That should be within. I was here below Treverin. I think one more up would be 30.
So the Crusader's Mantle, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. Okay. Alright, next is his, or I'm sorry, are you done with your turn?
Mhm.
Alright, next is his turn. You did use menacing attack on him in the surprise round, which does end on him at the end of, or is frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Right.
As which you have taken, so he's no longer frightened of you. So on his turn, he's going to move over in this direction, close to you. Look down at the party below, and then cast this 10-foot radius.
I have to ask, where did he get the 3 nutshells from?
Julie.
The 3 what? Oh. That's funny.
It's an 8, so.
Hold on. Each creature in a 10-foot radius centered on a point.
Yeah. So everybody except for Treverin and Daz and the Spectre needs to make wisdom saving throws for me, please.
It shouldn't affect Julie. He's already confused.
All right, wait a minute. Magic number was 16. Dreloff is fine. The rest of you are confused.
Oh, motherfuckers.
So there's really no change for Julie then.
What is the of confusion?
The
You roll
duration?
1d10, and then depending on what you roll, random shit happens.
Yep.
All right.
2 through 6, the creature doesn't move or take actions. 7 through 8, the creature attacks randomly. And at 9 through 10, you can act normally and move normally. And at the end of each of your turns, the affected target can make a wisdom saving throw, and if it succeeds, the effect ends.
Yep.
Hey, check that out.
All right.
Cool. That's not your turn.
Oh.
Treverin.
Oh, it's one turn. My bad.
Yep.
Look at me. I can move freely.
Well, actually, I
Alright.
have a better question. Do I roll a con now or no?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
because you didn't take any damage.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, Trevor.
Alright. I'm gonna move to here. And so I rarely ever get this gorgeous setup. Give me one quick second. I need to look at this thing. 30 feet. Five. I can. You know what, to make this even easier, I'm gonna move 5 feet north from here first. Now I can line this up.
Perfect.
And cast.
Just to double check, what's your movement speed?
30. 20 to there, and so that's 5 feet north.
He
I was here.
He was. Oh, I thought you
You were
there.
here.
Yeah, I was right there.
Okay, never mind. Making
Yep.
sure.
Yeah, I only moved 20.
Okay.
And so plus the extra 5.
All right, what are you casting? Agonizer Scorcher. So, they are both demons. They're not immune, but they are resistant to fire damage. On top of that, they also have advantage against all magical spells and effects. So for the guy in the back, roll a 22,
Ooh, wow.
taking
That's
half.
low.
So he takes half damage to 4, and then because he has resistance, he takes half of that points of damage.
And makes a con save.
And he does have to make a con save, so there is
Which
that.
is really what I was after for him.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, damn it. Tried, guys.
Appreciate it.
Then, the one closer to you, even on advantage, will fail the save, but
Yes.
he takes half because he is resistant. So 4 points of fire damage. Alright, that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. The Spectre is next.
He's going to use his incorporeal movement to move through the big guy, the other side of him, and then punch the guy to his left.
16 does not hit.
Damn. Okay. That's it.
That particular demon is far too quick. Alright. On its turn, this guy is going to again bite and claw into UK. Or attempt to. We'll see how it goes.
That'll hit.
24. Okay, 18 there. That'll miss. That'll miss. Alright.
Question.
Daz, you're up next. Yes.
What about the confusion?
I have to start on your guys' turn. That's when it'll be.
Oh,
effective.
that was his thing's turn.
Yeah,
My
it
bad.
was the other demon that did it. Yeah,
Yeah. My bad, man.
it's okay. Daz.
I am going to shoot at this one right here. I'm going to
Go for
light
it.
him up.
You're gonna try.
Yep, I'm going to use sharpshooter also.
Okay. Crit. And
yeah.
So the crit obviously going to hit regardless, and 20 is going to hit as well. So 11, 21 points of damage on that shot. I'll have to make a con save against that.
Actually, more than that.
We'll have to make a second one against the other shot too.
Yeah, no. But he's got to add radiant damage to that.
Oh yeah, you got to add radiant damage to the strikes because of Crusader's Mantle.
What is it, a 1d4?
1d4.
Per hit.
Wow. God. Ow. Well, I mean, he'll take full damage from that. Hang on.
I assume you're looking up at what radiant damage does to demons.
Well, in his particular case, it's just the raw 4 points of radiant damage. 5th edition's a little cheaper on it, but it's full damage. I'm just double checking what I'm gonna have to if the 16 will beat it.
It won't.
What's the con save for?
DC 10
Plus
Wait.
damage taken.
Wow.
10 or half the damage taken, whichever number is higher. So 11 and 4 is 15, and 10 is 25 on the first strike on the crit. 25 points on the crit. Half of that is going to be 12 rounded down. 16 will beat it. So 25, that's 11 plus 4 is 15, plus 10 is 25. He has to make another con save on that. Let me subtract the damage before I forget, though. Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to still focus on the spell.
Rat's ass.
Plus 9 to Constitution saving throws.
Oh, for his. All right, so
For Confusion, because Confusion is a concentration spell.
I am going to burn a superiority dice and do another menacing attack.
Okay, he has to make a wisdom save, correct?
Yep. And it is 8 plus 7, so 15.
Good fail.
Yes.
He is frightened.
And he knows
All right.
where I'm at. Okay. So then, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Drelloff, you're up next.
Okay.
Guys, hit him. He can't defend himself.
I'm going to put myself between him and him. I'm going to enrage. Reckless attack. With advantage. I'm going to hit him twice with Cauterizer.
Okay. Are you raging?
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't even think I hit him.
15 does not. 17 does. All right.
D4.
Don't forget to add a D4 to the... Yep. Shader's Mantle.
There.
Okay. He has to make another con save.
Ah!
Jeez Louise.
He's like,
All
I
right,
can't lose that concentration.
Drelloff, are
He's
you done for your
very
turn?
focused.
Yes, he is. Okay, so Julie, a couple things happen at the beginning of your turn. First off, because you are starting your turn within 10 feet of the frog-like demon, I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Because that particular demon smells really, really, really bad. Fortunately, you're okay, and you're immune to his stench for the next 24 hours. Because you're subjected to
smells worse.
Yep.
Nice. I live with
And
small children, so that's
and then I need you to roll a d10 to see what you do for your turn. A 3.
3.
All right, 2 to 6. The creature does not move or take actions this turn, so you're done for your turn.
yay.
K, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw at the start of your turn.
Wait. At the end of my turn, I get a wisdom save to see if I break the.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. And you're immune to the stench as well, K.
Dope.
Ah!
Nope. So confused. D10 from you, K. 7. 7 to
If I
8.
attack
Use your action to
randomly.
make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. You currently have 3 creatures within your reach. We'll say Singe will be a 1, the Hezru will be a 2, and Julie will be a 3. If you get a 4, just re-roll it. Roll a d4.
Hey!
Melee attack against the demon. Go ahead and make 1 melee attack against it. 24 hits. Roll damage.
D4.
Oh yeah, I
10
forget
plus
to
the
roll.
d4.
Is that considered radiant damage as well?
Yep.
Sweet.
All right. He's the frog-like demon's looking really, really, really bad off.
And then
that's
I
gonna
gotta
be
make a wisdom save.
wisdom save.
Great.
Nope. Still confused. Singe, I need you to make a con save.
Sure. Blah, blah, blah.
You believe you're okay. No, you're wait. Wrong
This
page.
14 is the.
2. Yep, you're okay and you're immune. And then I need you to roll a d10.
Sure.
8. You make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within range. There's only one randomly determined creature within range. Make a melee attack against K.
Sure. Blah, blah, blah. Where the hell is...
17's not going to beat his armor class. Make a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Sure. Damn it. What, I couldn't attack my own guy. Shucks.
16. Let's double check. But yeah, you're no longer confused.
question. Can I still move?
Nope, because that's a wisdom save. You make it to your
Oh,
turn.
it's the end. Yeah. That's right, because the attack count is the entire thing.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a little off my game tonight. I had a really bad day at work, so I'm fucking up a little bit.
That's okay. I'm not gonna push you. All right. Next is Glabrazu, who is scared of Daz and a little bit upset about the dwarf in his way. He is actually going to look right at you, Dreloff, and cast this. Leaving you instantaneously stunned because you have less than 150 hit points.
Oh, okay.
What word does he say?
Stun.
Stun.
Rutabaga.
Oh no!
Oktoberfest. What?
All right, and then that's going to be all he can do for his turn. He cannot willingly move closer to the source of his fear, and there are people down to the south. So he's done. Treverin, I need you to make a con save. You're fine, and you're immune to the poison. You're up.
All right.
None of you are bothered by the stench of this creature.
We
been
all.
fixed
You have
Julie too
traveled.
long.
You have
We all
traveled
look
with
at
a
Julie.
dwarven barbarian. You've traveled with a guy who's grown up by orcs. This is nothing.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Daz and smile, and
I'm on your
Scared of-
team.
scare the living crap out of him by casting this and say, Taquito, spawn! And I'm going to have him spawn right next to him.
Okay. Let's drag her out.
Fucker. Why's it got to be next to me?
All right. Is that medium size?
I don't know. You
It is.
The hound is
crazy.
size medium, not
Size
large.
medium. Yep, there you go.
There
You
you go.
drag him where you want.
All right. I was just going to put him like right here, right next to him, just to scare
All
him.
right. So, Daz, you kind of look from beyond the two demons and see a glint in Treverin's eye as he calls forth a creature named Taquito, which I believe is the first time Daz is seeing it. And you see apparating before you is the shadowy hound that looks menacing and dreadful.
And I order Taquito to attack this dude, whatever his name was. I don't even.
Okay.
Whatever
All right.
demon this guy is. Right. So that's my bonus action.
Sure.
I use up those 3 points.
Oh my god.
So the hound acts on its own initiative.
Yep, I'm rolling it. Just give me 1 sec. Just making sure I select him this time.
Alrighty. It'll go
Yeah.
right before you then. Go
Yep.
right before it, actually.
That's fine. All right, so let's click back to my character now. And then I'm gonna reach into my pocket and I'm gonna pull out a diamond and flick it in the air a couple times and cast this to annoy these other 2 demons to come towards me.
All right, so they have advantage on the save. This is wisdom saving throw? Yes. All right, starting with the lobster demon. He's fine. He's not interested. As for the frog-like demon, not bothered.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Moving
I had
on for
nothing
your
else
turn?
really to try since I know my attacks don't do much damage. I figured I'd try that. So.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, move.
And then so I don't have to deal with Mr. Stinky Boy there. I'll go ahead and move over here.
Okay. The Spectre is up next. The Spectre, I think, is immune to poison, so I'm not going to worry about it.
He's immune to charms, exhaustion, grapplization, paralyzation, necrotic, and poison. Yep.
I would
And-
hope so.
Yeah. I am going to command him like a Yu-Gi-Oh card and make him cast Life Drain. God damn it. All right, that's it.
No dice. Alrighty. Top of the round. The Frog Demon will go. Now, let me just double check something on Confuse. Okay. Just double checking to make sure you can't take reactions. It is going to shift. Really can't push around. Yeah, this thing's away. It's going to move up here because you guys are confused. You cannot take it opportunity attacks.
I
And then
wasn't
it
close
is.
enough, yeah.
You weren't close enough. And then it's going to unload into the spec.
So it takes 10 points of damage.
9. It's rounded down.
Oh, gotcha.
That's not going to hit, I don't think. That will.
16. So it takes 4. Alright, still standing.
Still standing. It's still standing. Yeah. Alright. Daz, you're up next.
Guys, stop standing around and do fucking something. All right, and I'm gonna shoot this guy again with sharpshooter.
Okay. That's going to miss. And that's going to miss. This time, both arrows go right over his shoulders and ding into the rubble beyond.
And
Damn, 20 misses? That sucks.
this
The
minus
sharpshooter
5
becomes a
hit.
15. Yep.
Oh.
1 second. Does pack attacks work for range? Hold on.
Does
Never
what?
actually looked at it from range. My wolf has pack attacks. I didn't know if it actually helped him at all.
If at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated.
That's me.
Well, the wolf gets advantage, not you.
Okay, it's the wolf. I didn't know if it helped him at all.
Oh,
That's
the
what I
wolf
was
gets
looking for.
advantage. Okay,
No,
gotcha.
no.
I was just double checking. Sorry.
It's all right.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
And
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's good.
Growloff, you are stunned, but at the end of your turn, you can try to break it.
I guess I'll try to break it. I can't do shit done.
Con save.
Ah, shit.
It's not with advantage. All the same, you're still going to fail.
Sorry, let me put that back on normal.
All right? Because you have not attacked and have not taken damage, your rage will end.
Alright, I'll cut it off.
Alrighty. Julie. Oh, by the way, the Leopard is not frightened of you anymore because you ended your turn. Daz. Julie, I need you to roll D10 to see what happens on your turn.
7.
7. You.
Swing at me.
Stare blankly.
Nope. You make a melee attack against a creature within reach right now. That's
Oh.
K. So make an attack roll
Alright.
against K.
That'll miss.
So- That'll miss. Alright, make a wisdom save at the end of your turn. Still confused.
He is a
Okay.
mental chew toy.
Wait a second. I have something to say.
What's up?
This dude, did he make any ability checks before the end of my turn? Like anything that Paul did to him?
He didn't take any damage from Paul. He made a check against the Insight Greed.
That's the thing. That's not an ability check though. Okay, never mind.
It's a saving throw. No. Alright, K, D10.
I do nothing.
You do nothing. Wisdom save. You are no longer confused.
Hey, cool.
Hot damn.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Singe, you're up next.
I see that. Try something. Well. I'm just checking what I have available to me. Kelly, because I can't tell. Do my guys look like they're kind of like hurt at all?
Your party, me mean?
Yeah.
Kay's taking a couple of hits. Stralof's taking a couple of hits. Treveron's sitting at about half health, close to it.
Yeah, I'm still sitting at 84. I'm good.
All right. Okay. Then, with that said, we're gonna do two things. I'm gonna toll the dead on the Gilberizu.
Mm-hmm. I'll save against it.
Okay. And I'm going to spiritual weapon in front of the Gilberizu.
Okay.
Right below Dreloff. I will move that.
Okay.
26
26 will hit. Alright. Take 8 force. And you'll con save. Which he does. Anything else for your turn?
K is no longer confused, correct?
Kay is no longer confused. Julie's the only one that is confused. You don't notice a difference.
I'm just gonna back.
Thanks.
You're the one who said it.
I'm just gonna back up like one spot over to my left, and that would be it.
Okay.
Julie gets no respect.
Taquito is up next.
All right. Yep, that'll work. I'm going to move Taquito to here. And he's going to attack. And since he's got people within fire range, he's going to attack with advantage.
Yep, I'm just making sure you're level 8, so he should have an extra 4 temporary hit points, which I'll just go ahead and add now.
Okay. Yeah, I can never remember that. Where's advantage?
Ow. Okay. So that'll hit.
If only he was wielding a weapon.
Well, he went out when you cast the other spell, so I don't think that would
So
have
he's
worked.
still focused on the confusion, and he has to make a strength save, which he is not going to get knocked prone anytime soon.
Yeah, crowd doesn't matter. It's a radius spell.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yep.
so it's still active? I got you.
I haven't stopped yet.
You're concentrating on it. I got you. Yeah, that's pretty much his turn.
Okay. Next is his turn, and on his turn, he is actually getting a little sick of getting surrounded, and is actually going to just unload into Taquito, I think. Going to start by attacking Taquito twice with its pincers. And then he'll make a second attack with a pincer. 42 points of damage.
Okay.
Is that Taquito out?
Well, he has 40 by default, and you said he had an extra 4.
Yep, I gave him. Well, he uses the direwolf statistics, which is a base 37, and then extra 4 puts him at 41. So I think
Well,
that's
according
going
to
to
Taquito, we have 40 on his hit points, so I don't know how we got to that then. I'm looking at his character sheet, that's why I was saying.
That's not right. Probably from the old stats when he had an extra 3, and I set it at 40 instead of.
Oh, okay. Well.
So we'll just change that. It's been a while since he summoned him, so.
Yep. That's
all right.
Why I wasn't 100% sure.
All right. So I'm pretty sure that's Taquito gone.
Yep.
All right. After those two
he did his job.
Okay. After those two pincer attacks, he's going to then cast Fly on himself, because he can do that. He can attack twice with his pincers and cast a spell. So casting Fly on himself means Julie is no longer confused, because it is a concentration spell. And then he is going to attempt to fly over the statue close to where Daz is. The Spectre does have an attack of opportunity against it as it does so. Here's fine. Wow, alright, that'll hit.
Make a con save.
That's kind of damage. We'll go ahead and roll damage for that. Yep.
Necrotic.
Alright, he takes full damage. Con save. Alright, his hit point maximum is not reduced. And he's still flying. Treverin, you're up.
Well, that totally changes what I was going to do. Well, I really only have. All right, let's do this. Knowing what he's probably going to try to do on his next turn, I'm going to cast this again to see if I can't at least get him away from that pillar. Make him
Okay.
come towards me. Maybe we'll get lucky.
22 beats your AC, DC even.
Yep.
And as for the other one, also saves.
Okay.
Done for your turn?
Yep.
Spectre is up next.
He's gonna turn around and smack the other demon.
Go for it. 12 misses.
Damn. Alright, well, that's it.
Alright. On its turn, it is going to aim towards the Spectre and unload into it, starting with a bite. That's
And
going to be
that'll
9
kill
points
it.
of damage. Okay. Spectre, go bye-bye. It is then going to make its way over towards Treverin, and it's going to claw you twice. Crit. And 15 does hit your armor class, so 19, 30 points of damage.
Yep, so I'm down.
Treverin is down. Daz, you're up next.
Oh, wait. Strength
Oh.
of the Grave first.
Go for it.
Just gotta remember what I'm doing.
5 plus the damage taken, so you got to roll a 16 or better. Charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, you're at 1 hit point.
The man still stands.
There's no killing or no stopping what can't be stopped. No killing what can't be killed.
All right, Daz, what you doing? This demon is now magically flying, kind of hiding behind the statue nearby you.
Son of a bitch. All right. I'm going to unload on him again with sharpshooter.
Okay. That'll hit. That won't.
T4.
So,
22 points of damage.
okay. He's looking very, very badly hurt. He has to make a con save. Just barely saves.
And then I am going to get the fuck out of there because he's too close for comfort.
He is flying.
Yes, he is.
How high up is he?
About 10 feet above you.
Yeah, I still don't like it. I'm going to go right there.
Okay, you run away. Grow off. Con save at the end of your turn. You, I believe, are no longer stunned. So you come out of that going, wait, what's going on? What? Julie, you do the same thing.
There's no Oktoberfest. Well, I'm not stunned.
No, but you were confused.
Now I'm just mad. So I'm gonna, since I can't reach the one demon, I'm gonna run over here and unload on the frog.
Go for it. "24 hits, 14 does not.
Ah,
All right.
+4.
+4, Sage Mantle. 4. All right. He's looking pretty badly hurt, that one. They're both looking pretty badly hurt. Done for your turn?
Yes.
All right. Okay, you're up next.
I'm going to run beside the demon, or I guess like close to being underneath of him. Flash out a scythe and hit him twice because it has reach.
Yeah, you're right. 24 hits, 15 does not.
D4.
Yep. Not real. Roll.
So, an interesting mix of both shadow and radiant damage empowered by Singe. And actually, even the radiance has a shadowy effect to it. But it is radiant damage. As it cuts into the bleeding wounds of this demon, you watch as it kind of tumbles against the statue. Fortunately, not knocking it over. And kind of crumbles right down in front of both you and Dreloff.
I'll kick it for good measure.
Okay. Are you done for your turn?
That's it.
Sin, you're up next.
All right. So, Killy,
Mhm.
I'm going to move to here, and I am going to take out. Well, hold on. Let me just read this real fast. Actually, let me rephrase. I'm going to move to here because I wasn't sure exactly how that worked.
Okay.
And I'm going to do this. Where the hell is my thing at? I'm going to throw this at the creature. Where the hell? I just had it. Oh. All right. So I can't link it, apparently. But I'm going to throw a thing of holy water at the creature. And
Oh, okay.
I have a quick question. So,
Mhm.
as a war priest, um, could I'm going to make that a guided strike. I believe I
Okay.
can use it with an improvised weapon attack because it just says on an attack roll. So
Sure.
I don't know what
So
I'd be
roll.
throwing.
So make a dexterity. Just roll a dexterity check, and then we'll just add 10 to whatever you roll.
All right. Hold on. Stats. Ability check, yes?
Yep.
All right. Please roll well. Come along with a 20. Baff!
Wah wah.
Even with guided strike, at 1 point shy.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
so you take out the flask of holy water, you chuck it, and you watch as it lifts its arm just before it impacts, and it just kind of goes right through it and lands right at Treveran's feet.
Get him to step on it. As a bonus action, I'm going to move the spiritual weapon over here. Because I
Okay.
believe it's 20 feet.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right, done for your turn.
Indeed.
Treveran.
All right. So, running out of things to try and do, I am just going to pummel this guy in front of me with magic missile 4 times.
Okay. All right. So this last guy's kind of breathing heavily. You've run through a number of your spells trying to figure out how best to handle it. You come to a point where like, oh, fuck it. Let up your staff, aim it right down the creature's gullet, and watch as the magic missiles just kind of impact into it. It staggers back a little bit, its stomach bulging every time the missiles kind of impact into its innards, and then it just collapses in front of you. You're out of combat.
Thank Jesus.
Yay!
Then I walk away.
Because we're out of combat, I'm going to spend a few minutes. Actually, not necessarily taking a short rest, but I would like to cast this as a ritual to heal up my buddies. Where the hell am I at? Da-da-da. I believe that's a ritual spell.
Anybody else have a purple marker saying 30 feet on their screen?
Yes. It's
That's Treverin.
from-
You have to.
Paul.
Yeah, just have
That's
to.
right. I'll get rid of it. There you go.
I was just wondering if I was the only one saying that.
No. Sorry.
Sorry.
Could swore that was. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to do that. I could have swore that was a ritual spell.
What, prayer healing?
Yeah.
10-minute cast, but no, it's not a ritual.
Yeah, I thought it was for some reason. I don't know why. No big deal. I'm going to hold on to that then.
What you doing?
Short rest. Or long rest, depending on what they want to do.
I am voting for a very long rest.
Man,
I
that was
can
a
agree
close
to that.
call.
I'm looking at the map and just wondering how we got in here. Where's the
Long story.
Okay.
There's a
whole
giant
lot of
secret
s-
door just north of us.
A whole lot of secret passages.
All I want to know is
all
why
right.
you guys turn your back on a demon. That's not a smart thing to do.
Daz, I just want to know what your mama told you about demons.
My mama told me not to trust a demon because she got ate by a demon.
Then how did she tell you that?
You know, y'all are hung up on details and stuff. It just, she did, okay? Just know that she did.
She did.
Mama
I'm
said
sorry
demons
for
are
your
ornery
loss.
because they get all them teeth and they ain't got no toothbrush. Anything valuable in here or in the other room where the tomb is?
So in the other room where the tomb was, there was 3 things. There was a belt that had a dwarven visage on it, like around the remains of King Malair, which was currently left there. There was also a shield, which Drelaf had picked up, and an adamantine war pick, which Drelaf has also picked up.
Which I still gotta figure out how to add to my shit.
And Pam, for your information, you might want to scroll up. There was a bunch of stuff from last week you probably need to add to your ledger.
Is it all in the chat?
It should be.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah, there's onyx daggers and all kinds of stuff. I tried to write some of it down, but
War pick, adamantine war pick is just basically going to be you can just add a war pick and note that if you hit an object with it, it does. It's an automatic crit. Is that what it was? I don't remember.
Yeah, automatic crit, full damage.
And then the shield is a sentinel shield.
Yeah, where do I go to add that shit?
I'll add it for you.
I'll go up here next to this body and kick it in the face. You don't attack Daz the Mighty. That's what you get. You get dead.
You kick the body of a demon. This little goblin saying that.
So we all in agreement for a long rest?
I'm gonna go down in this corner and just sit down for a long rest, whether they said so or not. That's what I'm doing.
Hey,
Yeah,
what was
go
in
for
the
long
what was
rest.
in the other room?
A grave. And I'll walk in the other room. And I will lean up against the other wall.
Uh, are we staying here? Is that, I don't know if this is safe. There's demons in this place.
No, we already handled 2 of them.
I'm gonna tell him don't touch the statues. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Hmm. What do you say, boss man? Is this a good place to rest? Is that what you're saying?
I guess. Everything dead. Go, get sleep. I watch. Julie do the first watch and he's fairly healthy. Relatively.
I'm gonna hide behind that statue.
So, you all taking a long rest in this room?
Yes.
Oh, I have something to ask. We had temporary hit points. Had those faded by the time of this battle, or are they still around?
I think
If you're still sitting on any, then you would have them until the end of this long rest.
Okay, I'm just saying for those that took damage, if
You
they
take-
hadn't worked through them already.
Shit, mine's been going.
Yeah.
Same.
When you take
I was
damage,
hurting from the
generally
last battle before we even started this one, so
Yeah, generally speaking, when you take damage, it goes to the temp hit points before anything else. Which is beneficial to you as a player because you can't heal temporary hit points.
So yeah. Pardon. Long rest, guys.
Sounds like you need it.
I do. I'm fucking beat, man.
Go ahead. Julie said he was going to take the first watch. Go ahead and place yourselves where you would like to for the start of the first rest.
already did.
I'm bunking here.
Okay. Okay. So Julie taking the first 2-hour watch. The rest of the party kind of sleeping back of all the secret chambers. You are left alone. It happens. Who's taking the second watch?
Actually, Daz is out there.
I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide
Cool.
behind this corner of the tapestry.
I think the
And
tapestry was an illusion.
no, the wall behind was an illusion. I think the tapestry was real.
Oh. My bad.
I'm gonna hide there and then have my crossbow aimed at the door.
Okay. Zoom tight.
Bless you.
All right. Keeping your eyes aimed at the door. Watch out, making sure that nothing else surprises you. While you're hanging out by the statue, you feel this unnerving presence watching you. But outside of that, nothing else happens.
Don't even think about it, demon. You saw what I did to those other two. You'll be dead also. I bare my goblin fangs.
Okay. You bury your fangs at the statue of a dwarven god. Goddess, in
Yes.
fact.
That's giving me the heebie-jeebies. You betcha.
Alrighty.
Totally goblin.
While
Heebie-jeebies.
I forgot to add, while you both are taking watch, is there anything in particular that the two of you, that either of you would like to do during the course of that watch?
Nah, not really.
Daz?
You know, my nature might come into. I will totally look around this room for any unnoticed trinkets.
Okay. You spent a little bit of time kind of sniffing around the room, trying to get a feel for anything you might have missed. And looking around the room, looking around the immediate area, nothing really stands out to you.
Figures. Who's up next?
Treverin would have finished his long rest being an elf by now. Glad.
Yep. I'll take the last 4 hours.
Okay.
Hey, Elfman, be careful of these statues. They kind of weird you out.
Elf.
But I think I scared this one.
They're dwarfs. There's nothing to be scared of. And I will just cast Mage Armor on myself as usual. So
Ignore this, by the way. I just want to do something. Okay.
Okay. So I'll go out here and hang out. Kind of just propped up against this corner.
All right. During your watch, you hear, it's distant, but you hear a brief sound of what sounds like someone singing.
Do I get a sense of which direction it's coming from?
Far to the north somewhere.
Okay. And the other thing I'm going to do while I'm resting is right here in this spot right here, I'm going to cast Mold Earth to draw a smiley face for Hollister Blackcloak.
You hear a voice in the back of your head go, "Well, I'm glad someone is keeping up their spirits. In such a forgotten place as this, devastated by time, it's easy to get lost and frightened. Enjoy the brief respite. There are yet things that lurk in the shadows, unseen." And that's all you.
I wish he'd actually tell us something useful when he talks to us. So that's not something we already know. We know Gary Salad's still running around here somewhere.
All right. So, a couple of things. Julie, you don't usually dream all that much. But you have this brief moment in the back of your head where you dream about your clan. You dream about the mountain by which your orcish stronghold resides, where your clan resides, and you can just briefly make out within your dream the image of your childhood friend, Mac Gorehowl, who's his son, who is been shackled and being watched over by two weaker-looking orcs. He is brought forward in front of Narak Shieldbiter, the current chieftain of the clan, and behind him, although you can't make out the details, you can see a tall, pale figure, easily 2 feet higher than any other orc, watching from the shadows.
Okay.
You see Ornak is thrust forward, his hands placed upon a table, his sword arm in particular, his axe arm in particular, and you watch as Narak raises an axe and thrusts it down. But before you can see the end of it, you suddenly wake with a start, with Kay kind of looking over you, and the first thing you notice as you come out of that vision is a necklace that he has been wearing for the last couple of days. It's been wreath that shows a symbol on it of I believe what's the symbol? I was going to say a silver hand, but that's Warcraft.
It's tier.
Yep. It's a pair of scales balanced on a hammer.
Okay. Does that have any meaning to me?
No. The other thing that happens is you all are going to level up.
Woo!
Wrong. Ding.
Let's do that. Let us do that. Launch plus.
Launch level plus character mancer. Blah 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 blah.
Wah, wah.
On. Roll high. Matt, fuck you. Alright. Oh, where the hell's the next thing? Oh, there it is.
Oh, sweet. My rage damage increased. And what is brutal critical?
That is big for you, is what it is. That does. I know it's big for you.
You
Oh,
can
yes.
roll 1 additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage or critical hit melee attack.
So you can add extra damage on top of a crit. That's every time you crit. Ooh, nice roll for the hit point. Okay.
The funny thing is, I'm back up to my old max before the hit point nerf from the
From the golem.
yeah. So I guess I need to add 7 to my old. I can remember that shit.
I guess question for you.
Shoot.
Would you consider Tyr more of a neutrality or law god? Because I know he's like for balance and order.
Lawful neutral,
Lawful neutral.
I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
If I had to choose between more lawful and more neutral, what would you say?
Do you?
Okay.
Great.
Actually, Tyr is lawful good now that I look at it. Player's handbook.
So, what die would I roll for the damage?
The D12,
D12, okay.
because it's
Depends
one of the
which-
weapons dies, and
Yeah.
it depends on what weapon you use.
Depends on what weapon you use.
Oh, okay, cool.
You said he's lawful good?
According to the player's handbook, yeah, Tyr is lawful good.
More lawful or more good? What do you think?
What do I think he is, or what do you think?
I mean, you're the DM, so do you think he's more lawful or more good?
Lawful.
So your crits with the cauterizer are now 3d12.
Yeah, Tyr's a god of war, so
Damn.
well, he's god of justice, but war domain.
So he sounds like the paladin god.
He's a
Mhm.
popular paladin god, yes.
Okay, I think I'm gonna like this brutal critical crap.
But if you use like a maul or a greatsword where it's 2d6, then you just roll one of the d6.
I'm assuming the casters are picking spell.
100% I am. I'm also multi-classing, so.
What are you
Oh
multi-classing into?
lord.
Sorcerer.
Oh,
Divine Soul Sorcerer.
good choice.
Yeah, all the multi-class things I look up for barbarian that says make sure you get to level 9 first for the brutal critical crap.
Yeah, it's big.
Because I was thinking about going in a fighter and getting some of that shit too.
Yeah, they talk about going at least to level 3 for fighter so you can get great weapons, something or other that fighters get.
Hey,
Yeah,
Killer.
great weapon mastery.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Kent.
Great Weapon Master.
I
That's
should,
what
Kent.
Julie had.
I should get my Channel Divinity stuff back after long, right?
Correct.
Alright, just want to make sure. And because of my wisdom modifier, I should be able to have this prepared because I was actually one spell short of being able what I could prepare.
My only thing is on multi-class, can you action surge while raged?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Because raging is a bonus action. Action surge doesn't cost an action or a bonus action to do. I don't.
Yeah, you can go just dip into second level for action surge.
I can go ham on something.
Second wind. Wait, you get a fighting style like at first level of fighter.
Uh-huh.
I just want to cast this and see how it goes.
Not a bad roll. And that is good.
No, I know. I just want to. My rolls have kind of been shit lately, so.
Well, those don't count, so. To be fair, it's 3d8, so 15, 14, 16 is an average.
You can go all the way up to level 3 for fighter and get champion and start crit fishing.
That's pretty much what I was thinking.
That's not what I meant to hit.
Reckless attack with that. That's going to be...
You guys are done leveling up? Just let me.
I am indeed.
Trying to figure out what I want here.
Kent, did you say you were?
I am. Yes.
Okay.
I'm done.
I keep debating multi-classing into a paladin. I think I have the right stats to do it, but I'm not 100% sure.
13 strength, charisma.
Well, that would be that. Maybe next level. Oh. It was an idea I was toying around with last week when I was looking at the other classes, because I don't have a whole lot of experience with multi-classing characters.
Right.
I'm almost done, Kelly. I look at spells.
Sure. It's level, so.
Yeah, I know.
Big
I wasn't
choice.
expecting level up, so I hadn't even looked at these yet.
That's okay. Figured the guys managed to take down a mad archmage, a couple of demons, and recover an ancient artifact of Drellam's heritage while also dealing with a bunch of thieves in the process. I'd say you guys did enough to level up.
Fair.
I'm gonna do
Fair.
that, and I'm also going to.
Oh, hey, Julie.
Yes.
I'm going to take the cape of Bejeweled off of me and put it in the bag of holding. I don't know
Okay.
what the fuck all the gems in it are, but...
Oh yeah. What did we get off of her? I know she had that cape. What else? Anything?
Sure, let me read that off. Time, hang on. Yep. Where is it? She had that gem-studded cloak. She had a small golden figurine of a female elf that was holding up a symbol of the sun. That was worth 25 gold. She had tucked in a sheath near her boot some sort of dagger. And then, and I it again, but there was a bunch of treasures in sacks that the other were carrying.
What's that gem cloak do? Did we figure that out?
That gem cloak is worth 750 gold pieces.
Does it have any magical properties?
You don't know?
All right, I'll throw it in the bag of holding.
And Julie, were you done leveling up?
Yes, I'm all done.
My character means I didn't pull my spells in that I picked, so I'm gonna pull them myself real quick.
Okay.
If you guys want to go ahead and continue, I'll be done with my spells here in just a minute.
Oh, who just moved my page?
I did. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it now because I haven't taken a look at the page with the class. Because, well, it's gonna be charisma. Okay.
Yeah, it's 13 charisma is all I need. God, this is super annoying because I picked all my spells, so I took my spells. I'm trying to remember what I picked now. Eldritch Blast. I changed it out for my Warlock. Then Toll the Dead. What's the healing spell? That's a cantrip.
Are you talking about the one? Well, did you pick good for Divine Soul, or did you pick lawful? Because if you picked Affinity Law, then it's would be bless. If you picked Affinity, I guess that's actually first
No,
level.
I got to pick 4 more cantrips for being a sorcerer, on top of picking 2 more first level spells as a sorcerer.
Oh,
Because as being a warlock and then any other class, my pact magic and my warlock spells or my sorcerer spells don't mix.
right.
So
What was the cantrip you were asking about? Cantrip
the
that does
healing
what?
cantrip.
It's not a cantrip that heals.
Yeah, there is. I just had it.
I didn't think there was. Otherwise,
It's a 1d4 plus something. It's a bonus
That's
action.
bless. Oh, that's guidance.
Nope. Hold on.
I didn't think there was either, Ever, but that was me because I was.
I just saw it on the list because I just picked it. God.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull up D&D Beyond because I can get a better idea.
I literally just picked it because it was like roll a 1d4. It was like a touch healing spell.
You said cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a sorcerer or a warlock.
It was Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Hold on.
At least it was a cantrip for me. I don't know why it was on there. If it's not supposed to be.
What would most spells
But I
end
do
up
get
being?
bless.
You link to
Healing
Divine
spells.
Elijah. So you link to the Divine Elijah to learn spells from the Cleric class. When you spell casting feature lets you learn or replace a sorcerer cantrip or sorcerer spell for its level higher, you can use spell from the Cleric spell list or the sorcerer spell list. Unless otherwise obey all the restrictions, yada yada yada. So it could be a cleric spell.
Yeah, I'm looking under clerics now. Spirit, no, it's not thaumaturgy, not toll of dead. Words of radiance, bang, bless, ceremony. No, Ever, I don't see one. I'm looking at D&D Beyond. I got guidance, light, mending, resistance.
Oh, I
Sacred
lied. It was first level. I picked up healing word.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So what did I pick up here? I picked up Toll the Dead, Mending. That's one I forgot.
I have mending.
I also now have Mending. And then Bless I get for my thing. Toll the Dead, Mending. Sacred Flame.
This group's most popular cantrip.
To be fair, what the hell was that NPC's name?
I think it was Gurky or something.
What is Virtue?
He could not hit with that sacred flame for shit.
All right, I'm finally done. Sorry.
And
Took
you
me so long.
tried.
I switched some stuff around.
There's no way to take away this level, is there? After I've done the character mancer,
You'd have to undo it the hard way.
which is
I'd have to manually adjust it.
oh, okay.
Man. Why do you ask?
Well, hadn't thought about rogue
Is it
taking
one
like a level.
multi-class?
Yeah, because it would kind of fits with what I do, and it puts out a little bit more damage. So a
So,
one level toe dip into rogue would be good.
okay, well, it shouldn't be too hard. It's a fighter, so hang on. Back to top. Let's just try this. Oops. All right, we'll just do fighter. So at 9th level, you would have gotten Indomitable, which you're no longer getting.
Indomitable and 9 hit points. That's all I
Oop.
got.
Well, and proficiency would. Well, your proficiency goes up to 4 anyway, I think. Just gonna
Right,
change
because that's your
roll back.
max level. I think between the two classes, correct?
Yes. Yep. And then
I believe I'm good to go.
okay. You had gained 6 hit points. You said
9. It was 6 total with +3 for Constitution, so it was 9 total. 70. Yeah, 76 is what I had before.
all right. So back down to 76. All right. So let's try the launch the level plus character mancer again. And
Okay.
class.
And then
Choosing rogue. I'm just gonna this way. Level 1.
oh,
Do
you're
you
doing
wanna
it all
roll
for me?
Yeah. All right.
I get skills to pick also.
Yep. So you want the average hit points or roll? The average is going to be 5. Go with that. 5 plus whatever con is, so you'll have 1 hit point less than what you had.
Yeah, I'll take the average.
Subclass chosen at level 3. You're 1. You get these cancel attack, expertise, proficiencies. Features. You get to pick a proficiency. Athletics, deception, intimidation, investigation, performance, persuasion, or sleight of hand.
Yeah, I get 4 of those. So
And you get to pick 1, according to this. You get expertise in 2.
oh, so when you multi-class, you don't get the. Because I'm looking at Rogue, it says skills choose 4 from, and then it has that whole list in the player's handbook.
That's a good question. Does it do that?
Both the classing rules.
Because so I need to pick those as well.
When you gain your first level in a class other than your initial class, you gain only some of new classes' starting proficiencies.
Okay.
So multiclassing into sorcerer, no extra proficiencies gained. While multiclassing into a rogue, you gain proficiency in light armor, which you already have as a fighter, and 1 skill from the class's skill list, as well as proficiency in thieves' tools, which I think you already have. So
I do have that.
So
you get to pick 1 skill.
yep,
Yeah.
you get to pick 1 skill.
How do I get back to seeing what my skills currently are?
I don't know which page you're looking at.
If
Oh,
you're-
never mind. Never mind. I gotcha. I'm going to do sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yep, sleight of hand.
And then you get expertise, which you can do to either two. You pick 2: acrobatics, stealth, insight, perception, sleight of hand, and/or thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools and stealth.
Okay, apply changes. Now you should have all that shit.
All right. Tits. Thanks, man.
Domino.
Hey
That
guys,
it.
I'm not trying to hold anything up. I'm just gonna let my dog out real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Feel free to obviously continue when you're ready.
So we have to remember that you have sneak attack now. And you can't select just expertise in particular, which should have been flagged.
It looked like
Here-
on the
Yep.
the initial it did put that stuff in there. It's got a 12 on my thieves tools and a plus 12 on stealth. So yeah, expertise on there.
Efficiency bonus is double. Okay. So you should be good to go then.
Thank you very
Multiclassing
much.
We got some multiclassers. So we got a multiclass into rogue. We got a multiclass into sorcerer. You guys should be done. You guys said you were. Okay, you said you were done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Julie was done. Drelloff was done. Right.
Yep.
Okay. Kenda
Yep.
was done. Treverin, are you done?
I am done. I am
Okay.
good.
All right.
Trying
So.
to figure out why my spell cards are not finding my spells I just picked.
Oh. All right. So. You awake from the long rest, feeling rejuvenated, although somewhat desolate in these forgotten halls. The menace of the two remaining statues in here kind of buried down, not from the visage of the statues themselves, but from what you suspect is the infernal presence hiding under them. Though, unlike the first time you entered into this room, you're not contacted telepathically. Julie, you awaken from this dream staring at Kay's necklace, this symbol. What do you do?
I'll ask him while he's staring. It's not polite to stare.
I don't know. Sorry. I
Hey,
honestly
everybody.
don't know.
You know we're looking for Nash Magod, right? We still got to get that bounty that everybody agreed to be part of.
I'm not 100% sure we ever agreed to be part of it.
We just said that if we found the bounty, we get a chunk of it.
Julie does seem a little unnerved from his rest. And he will say something that's a little out of the ordinary for him. He'll say, treasure hunting is fun, but I do have other things that I need to get done before my eyes close to this world forever. We should seek a way out of this crazy place.
I kind of just look at Julia and go, that's nice.
Whoa, boss man. Everybody agreed that we would get this bounty.
Fine, then let's get the bounty and be done.
Well, I don't know exactly where I think he went deeper into whatever stuff is going on here.
And you still don't know who gave you this bounty.
Well, I know who gave me the bounty.
Oh,
I
really?
thought
Tell me.
before you said you had no idea who gave you the bounty.
Well, I don't have a name, but I mean, the character obviously would.
Schmitty Jagerman Jensen.
uh,
was
How
his
do you
bounty,
know the
Mr.
bounty's a
Krabs.
real thing?
it was somebody like a dwarf. His name was McStab Face. I think his first name was Bitey.
Oh dear God.
I kind of look out. I go, I thought you didn't trust dwarfs.
The
Why'd you take
DM
a
rolls
bounty
an
from
insight.
one?
The DM rolls an insight check against his player. Oh, look at that natural 20.
I don't trust dwarves, but I trust their gold when they hire me for something. But I mean, that was in what's the city down here? Was it Skullport?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was like in Skullport. So if we stay away from there, I don't know if that guy should be fine. You wouldn't find me. This McStab Face guy.
Can you describe what Bitey McStabface looks like?
I'll add this since we're adding this on the fly. You do remember that this character who you are telling your friends is Mighty McStabface only because he never actually told you his name. Did have a crossbow for an arm.
Oh,
was it still a
jackass
dwarf?
again.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he's a dwarf, and it's really weird. He had a crossbow for an arm or for like a hand.
Nope, for an arm.
I look at your variant. Is that the same jackass from the arena?
He only had one arm, and the other one was a crossbow, which is why I took to him because, obviously he can shoot. Like not as good as me, but I think he can shoot a little bit.
Kay will audibly laugh while he describes this man.
And I'm looking at both you and your variant. And it's like, didn't one of you take his arm off at one point?
I didn't take his arm off. Don't look at me.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like you guys know this dwarf, this McStabface.
Well, first off, his name wasn't Mighty McStabface.
No.
Well, that's what he told me it was, and seemed fine to me.
Yeah,
Second
and
of
what are you
all,
doing trusting a dwarf?
I mean, your name's Kadlem. That's much harder to pronounce than Bitey McStabface.
I'm just gonna glare at you.
So yeah, no, I'm fine for getting out of here as long as we stay away from Skullport. I think he should be all right, and I'll just hang out.
Why are you afraid of Skullport?
I'll hang out next to this big guy right here. He should be good. You provide at least half. I mean, put some moral support, half cover. I'll go over here and kick this demon too. Yeah, just like your friend, you got dead by me.
I will look around the group and kind of judge the room.
I kind of walk up to him and saying, "Did
Oh,
you
back
just
off
say
there,
he got dead?
pointy ears.
He got dead by you? The
Oh my God,
the
he cried in my
holes
face.
the holes in them, doesn't look like they were made by arrows."
Hey, personal space, everybody.
Dead by me, new scent from Calvin Klein.
30.
All right, well, let's continue on whatever we're doing with this venture, and I will
Oh,
relay that
jeez Louise.
while we're resting, I did hear some singing up to the north, so I would imagine our rest isn't going to last long. And I head on north.
Okay.
All right,
I was about to say, we did have that thing
Is that
sealed,
how we
didn't
get
we?
out of here? Good, I'm out.
yeah, let's head out. I got everybody's back.
It's just like Julie to get in and not figure out how to get back out.
Julie looks impatient.
I don't remember where the heck we were going.
This way.
be honest with
This hallway we didn't take yet.
Who do I gotta kill to get out of here?
You gotta kill Gary Salad.
Oh dear God! Don't start that again.
What? He's still alive?
Gary Salad's still around here.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he still is, doesn't he?
We
Yeah,
tried to
so-
take care of Gary Salad earlier.
As you come around the bend, as you come around the bend, you do see in the southern wall an archway. Carved into it are 6 shallow, empty niches. The wall inside of the arch is carved with a stylized image of a mountain with a sun over it.
A mountain with a sun over it.
Does that sun resemble anything of a small figurine I have in my pocket?
Looks pretty damn similar.
I will tap the archway with my statue.
Okay, so you tap the sun on the elf figurine to the sun on the symbol, and the gate activates.
Trevarin, any idea where this one goes?
I don't know. We'll just toss the goblin through and see what happens.
Back off.
Was that your goblin things?
Yeah, goblins have. Yeah.
He's like a little puppy dog, isn't he, Kay?
He's like a little green chihuahua.
Should we buy him a leash?
I got some rope.
Hey, y'all be careful. This. Well, I don't even know what a chihuahua is. This goblin bites.
Really? Well, I guess no venture gain, so I go through the portal.
Okay. So, I need you to draw from the rune deck.
Oh, sweet. I got over in the bottom left-hand corner, isn't it? Somewhere.
It would be on the bottom right-hand corner. Do you see it or no?
I'm looking. That was so huge. I do
Hang on.
not see it at the moment.
How about now?
Nope. At least what I'm looking for is what the deck of many things looked like last time, right? It's the same type of.
Yeah, it'll say rune deck on top of it.
Yeah, I don't see anything in the bottom right corner.
Hang on.
I'm minimizing the map real quick so I can see if something. Oh, there it is. Now I see it.
No, not that one.
Okay. I see that. So.
That one. Rune deck.
Okay. All right. How did it go?
I hit the secrets deck because I don't want from
Yeah.
that one.
No, I
but-
hit the. There we go. Draw one card. All right. Here we go. It's kind of changed that a little bit. Wow. Okay. Can we make that readable? There we go. You want to tell me what I got, or can you see it?
You have to let me steal it. You see it?
Okay, you can steal it.
So what was it?
Lamath.
The math.
Mm-hmm. Bane effect.
Okay. The rune of security.
French
So-
numbers.
I need you. This up. It's been so long since you guys actually portal.
You just want me to roll a D100 and evens, boon, odds, bane?
I think it's a 20. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so roll d20. Odd is bane, even is boon.
Just a D20, you said?
Yep. Alright. Even is boon. So, for the next 24... Nope, that's the bane. Once within the next 24 hours, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage you take from one source by 10d6.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
I like that one.
So write that down somewhere.
Yep,
and
I'm
remind me
writing
to
it down.
I bet.
In
So,
Japan, they call that the heavenly wind.
so all of you watch after this archway has been activated as Treverin steps through.
I'll go through next.
I'm
Y'all
gonna wait
follow
for
him?
him to come back.
Are we all going through or?
I'm waiting here to see where they're going, because my thought process, or to the guys, I'm going to say, I'm not trying to go any deeper into this place right now. If they go to a spot that we haven't seen before, they need to come back.
I will say, as they wandered in, for the most part, as you've come across the archways, that you've heard some sort of voice warning you against going inside of it. This one you don't.
Hey Kelly, on the card I got let it go or no way. Does it matter which one of these I click?
Just hit let it go.
Okay.
That's
So I
for
wasn't sure.
that's for me saying stealing the card,
Oh, okay.
which I've already recalled. So
Oh. Alright. It just
All
now
right.
popped up, so.
all right. So Trevelyan steps through. Draloff has stepped through. The rest of you waiting.
Where?
I'll wait until he comes back. I want to know where he went.
Okay. So while the two of you step
I
through,
go look.
hang on, because they are going to an entirely different level of wonderment. So okay. So the two of you passing through will wind up
There we go.
right over here. And as you exit from that portal, you are instantaneously trapped in webs.
Sweet.
And you are all surrounded by the spiders who instantaneously notice you as you exit through the portal. And I need the both of you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Shit. I didn't have my shit collected. I had a 19, or did I re-roll?
I'll add you.
I look over at the dwarf. I guess the others are too chicken to come through.
Yep.
We begin the turn with Trevelyan, who is restrained by
Restrained
the
just means I can't move, right?
restrained means you cannot move. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and you automatically, or excuse me, you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, that's fine. Not really wanting to put up with all this so quickly. I am going to do then. This.
And the archway behind you is active for the next minute.
That's fine. Right there, I'm going to cast this.
Jog Spear.
Hopefully that will.
Okay. Just a second. So they have to make some dex saves. That's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. They take full damage, and they're not quite dead, but they are damn near close.
Okay. And then, as a bonus action, I am going to touch the dwarf.
Ooh, pardon.
And send him over to this guy so he can get in melee range and start whacking on it.
You've been throwing the dwarf around.
So, you basically are going to face step Drelloff from one web that's sitting on the ground 10 feet higher into another web that kind of canopies above. So Dreloff, you're still restrained as you go from one web to another, and you're now 10 feet above the webs below, next to the spider.
Okay.
Well, you guys couldn't have rolled a better initiative.
That it for your turn, Treverin?
Yep, that'll do it for my turn.
All right, Dreloff, you're up next.
All right. Since let's see, I'm going to rage up. I'm going to reckless attack, which will make me swing normal, since disadvantage while web. And we'll thwack him twice with cauterizer. Assuming both those hit.
The 20 hits. Sorry, let me check something quick. All right. All right. Anyway, 20 and 15 will both land. I'm sorry. So 20 lands. You do still have disadvantage on the attack because you are restrained.
Okay, does that mean I need to roll disadvantage on the attack?
Nope. It means we're going to count those first 2 rolls you made as your first attack and roll damage on the 20. I'm sorry, roll damage on the 15th. You'll still hit.
Even if I'm reckless attacking, he's still going to be in disadvantage?
If you reckless attack, it's going to be a straight roll.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, a
Yeah,
straight
he-
roll, reckless
Yeah, he
said
did
that
attack.
say
before he even did it.
That's why he
Okay,
said to even it out.
Sorry, I'm looking at the gates because I feel like they're a typo, but whatever. All right, so 20 points of damage on the first swing.
Yeah, and you said 15 missed, right?
Nope, 15 hits.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All right, that kills that spider.
Alright. It's my turn.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me.
No worries.
So how long are we gonna wait here for? Do you think they're okay on the other side of that door?
Well, every round's only 6 seconds, so. It hasn't even been 6 seconds yet.
I know, but I'm just talking.
Like, he literally walked through the door, Kamehameha the fucking spiders, teleported Drailoff. It's been like 5 seconds. It's like,
Yep. All right, so the spiders will go next. Those who are still standing. They are going to make their way. 2 of them. Well, you know what? This guy over here is actually going to descend down next to Treverin. And let's see. I think this guy is also going to descend down next to Treverin. Moving past Dreloff before they get to him. And then this guy, who I'm just going to have right overhead, and this guy are going to move next to Dreloff. So 2 bites into Treverin. Shield, okay. And that's going to block you from that 17. Second bite into you. Which I believe you'll block as well. Yes, just. And then 2 bites into Dreloff. That will hit you. Do you have resistance against poison? I think you do.
he does,
Mhm.
he's a dwarf.
Well, I guess you're raging, so anyway. Well, do you have a... Because that might stack. You're raging, you have Totem of the Barbarian, so that would give you half damage on the poison there, or Totem of the Bear, which would give you half damage on the poison. dwarven resilience, advantage, and resistance against poison damage. Okay. So you take a third of the poison damage, which is only going to be 1 point, and then half of the piercing, 5. So you take 6 points of damage. And then you need to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage. Actually, you have to make a con save to make sure if you take the poison damage at all. So you just take 5 points of of piercing damage from the bite on the first one. The second one, that's not going to be Tracy, is it? It is. Okay, so you need to make a con save with advantage against the other one. Fine. So you take 3 points of damage from the other one. All right. Then, appearing to surprise you are 2 Driders.
Something else happens at the end of all those spiders' turns.
What's that?
They take another 5d4 acid damage at the end of their turns because they failed their saving throws on that vitriolic sphere.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so
Jesus Christ.
they were all sitting. They were all sitting at 2 hit points, so I'm not even going to have you worry about rolling an extra 5d4. They come up, get those bites off, and then they just die.
Yep. Bye-bye.
And actually, is that extra damage at the start of their turn or at the end of it?
End of their turn.
Okay, so they try to get those bites off and they die. All right, then the Driders are up next.
Are they on
Okay.
the ground with him or up in the air with me?
No, they're actually 20 feet up in an they're 20 feet above you, 30 feet above Draloff. And
Me.
the reason you realize that they're there
Just 'cause he's much closer.
is because they descend down out of the darkness. I'm just going to get rid of these spiders now, just so they're out of the way and I can see what I'm doing. They descend rapidly out of the darkness along the webs, longswords in hand, and they are both going to strike at you 3 times each with the longswords.
Who, me or
You,
uh,
Draloff. A 1, a 2, a 3. 10 reduced to 5, 13 reduced to 6, and 11 reduced to 5. So 16 points of damage from the first rider wailing into you. Then the second one is actually, gonna unload it to you with its long sword 3 times as well. 4 reduced to 2. 2 natural 1s.
She stabs
And
the other
2
Drider.
natural 20s. There we
No.
go. Okay. 14 reduced to 7 on that last one. Treverin, you're up.
They're above me, right?
Yep. 10 feet above you.
10 feet above me.
Hey, Kill.
Mhm.
If they were webbed immediately when they walked in, do they get to roll any kind of con save or any kind of dex save at the end of their turns? Because
They have to use an athletics check to dry themselves out.
okay, I wasn't sure if it was the spell or if it was the actual web. I know that's
Nope.
stupid, but
That's right. It's in the dungeon hazards for. I think it's in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
gotcha.
Well, I got lots I could do, so you know what? Let's see how this plays out for a minute. So targeting this guy. Actually, you know what? Targeting both. I'm just they're above me. I'm gonna hit him with that.
Okay. First guy on the left will save. One on the right will not. And as the acid kind of bubbles around, bits of the web begin to kind of just melt away. The stability of it isn't immediately threatened by the splash, but it does begin to melt away a little bit.
Okay. And yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for now.
Drelloff, you're up next.
I'm gonna hit the one on the right with Cauterizer. Reckless attack, which would give me normal.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
I'll count to 28 and to 26, which are both.
Yeah, why is that on? Alright. So
All right. You wail hard into the drider in front of you.
and one more time.
Okay. He is injured and steadies off. Done for your turn?
Yep.
All right. The driders will, taking their long swords, wail into you 3 times each again. That's going to miss. That's going to miss. That's not. 5 points from that one. Second guy. 4 points from that. 6 points from that. And 15 beats your AC. It does not. That one's going to miss. All right. Trevorn, you're up.
Seeing that did not do exactly the damage I was hoping it was going to do. I am going to aim at this one on the right, which I think is the more injured one that I saw Drylov hit.
Mhm.
And hit him with this.
Oh,
And crit
good.
miss. Nice.
Nope. Your hand is restrained by the web that you are trapped in, and you are not able to get it off.
So
what the hell, Swell? Oh, Firebolt. I was like, what the hell?
Yep. That it for your turn?
Yep.
Drylov.
So with that bolt, does it pass by him and burn any of the webs that are around?
With a crit miss? No.
That fizzled in his hand.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Same thing I've been doing. I'm gonna hit the right one once and see if he's still alive. I got that set normal. Yeah.
17 does not hit.
Really?
Really. Neither does 15. This guy uses his sword and parries both your blows. Their turn next, they're going to do the same thing they've been doing, wailing into you 3 times hit each. 10 points of damage on the crit. 15's going to miss you. 6 points from that attack. Second one, 5 points from that attack. Another crit. That's going to be 8 points from that. And 8 points from that.
So how much is that total altogether?
10. That's a miss. 6 is 16. 5 is 21. 8 is 29. And 8 is 37 total. Trevorn.
yeah, getting a little annoyed with how this is going. What I am going to do. Give me 1 second. I want to see if. Okay.
Jesus Christ. I don't like that laugh.
Give me 1 second. Just checking a couple of things here. Sorcery points. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use this. So I can target both of them and hit both of them with this.
Ooh, okay.
But you probably want the
The
description.
spell
on.
description would
Yeah,
not
give me
hurt.
1 second. Turn that on and I'll roll it one more time.
Somebody went destruction lock.
All
There
right.
you go.
Okay. Dex saves from the both of them. 20 points of damage. Did not mean to do that with advantage. We'll just count both of those rolls as is. 7 and an 18. So the one on the right will save. The one on the left will not. On a failed save, the target also burns, shedding bright light, dim light for an additional 30 feet. At the end of each of its turns, the target repeats a saving throw, taking 46 on a failure, and the spell ends on a success. They cannot be extinguished with a non-magical means. Alright, so the one on the left will take full 20 points and is on fire. Red hot fire.
And hopefully that burns away some of his webbings.
That absolutely burns away some of that webbing. In fact, go ahead and roll an extra d6 because he falls right next to you as the webbing burns away.
Excellent.
Same for the other one.
That was the intent. So one. You said roll a second one?
Yep, because the other one's falling too.
Okay.
Drelov, you can make an attack of opportunity, but it will be with disadvantage.
Okie dokie disadvantage.
Yep.
Do you mean roll twice or once?
Roll. Turn on this. We'll count to 13.
That's disadvantage. I rolled 13s on.
Yep, doesn't hit. You try to swipe, you're still trapped in the webbing. They fall 10 feet below you.
Yeah.
So, I gotta figure out what I want to use to indicate the guy's on fire.
And then I
again.
will, as a free action, I'll tell Draw. Now get yourself free of that and come help me. For his turn. So.
Okay. And then points to him. 4 points to him. Alrighty. They fall prone. Draw off.
Is an action to break the web bonus action or my action?
It would be your action for the turn.
And you said it was athletic?
Yep.
Where the fuck is that? Let me make sure I got this at normal. Really?
Not enough. That it for your turn?
Oh!
Okay. The Driders will get up. And the immolation happens at the end of their turns. This one. Yeah, they're both going to come up next to you, Trevor, and they're going to unload into you then.
Okay. I'm doing that.
That's a miss. That's a miss. That's going to hit you.
Okay.
And you'll need to make a con save for the immolation. Still focused. Second one.
9, you said?
Yep. Second
Immolation
one.
isn't a constitution, or isn't a concentration.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yep. Immolation. I'm looking at D&D Beyond right now. Immolation.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is.
it's not on the description link. That's why.
All right. Second one. 3 attacks against you. Crit. Another con save. Now you're not focused on it. 21 for 13.
Okay.
Last attack. It's going to miss you. You're up again, Trevor.
Give me 1 second. I'm fixing my hit points.
Yep.
So it was 18. I actually gotta do hard math.
Double digits is hard math.
It's hard math. No.
Yeah, he was fucking me up and I couldn't keep up with the numbers he was spitting out.
Then 13, right? So
Yep.
that one's easier. All right. Okay.
And I should add, at this point, it's been about close to 30 seconds by the time you guys in the other chamber are waiting.
Yeah.
How long are we gonna wait, guys?
What I would like to do this time.
I mean, we're gonna
Oh,
split their share of
fix
the
that
loot if they don't return.
Knowing this thing only has a minute and it's been 30 seconds, I'm gonna look at the rest of the party like warily of, should we follow them?
I'm
Trouble?
gonna snake a diamond out of my pocket and cast this on these two.
You need time, damn it. All right, wisdom saves. They're not as nearly as bad as the demons you fought earlier were, but let's take a look. That's a charm, right? They do have fey ancestors.
Yeah, they just end up focusing.
Okay, it is. They do have fey ancestry, so they have advantage on the save, but 1 will fail, 2 will fail.
Excellent.
Feel lucky, punk.
And then as my free action, I said, draw. Don't attack them until you're free.
Dreloff, it is your turn.
Yeah, no, the fuck is that? Like shit. Come on, roll good. There.
You are free. You break yourself free of the web, and then you instantaneously fall 10 feet, taking.
He plunge attacks. It was all calculated.
He lands on top of the dryad.
Yeah,
I landed on top of the spider.
He
It's a
saw the
soft
axe in his
cushioning
hand,
blow.
so he breaks free and falls directly on the spider, axe in hand.
Make a strength saving throw.
Calculated.
Okay, fine.
Nice.
I will say, because you did not take damage last turn and you did not attack, you're not raging anymore.
Okay.
Well, falling just made him angry again.
You land right on top of the spidery back of this half elf, half spider, who is just staring catatonically at the gemmed rare is holding.
Alright. That was my action, right? I don't get to do
Yep.
Unless
you got a bonus action.
Not really.
Because I was away, I who activate or how did we activate the thing?
I will wave a statue in the air and go, I touched it with this.
The elven statue that you got off of Iron Eye, Skella Iron Eye, you touched to the sun that was part of the gate, and that activated the.
Okay.
It is, for the moment, still active.
Assuming that these portals reactivate, if I'm on the other side and it's been about 30 seconds, I'm gonna be like,
You should probably go in.
yeah.
I'll
Okay.
stroll in.
So, Dreloff will be his turn. Riders are charmed. You guys at this point will have strolled in, or who is staying in the back, if anybody.
Are we gonna wait for him, big guy? We going in? I mean, if we go in, I got your back. Don't worry about it.
You should have flown a butthole.
I could. You just don't know how big goblin flies are.
Okay. So, Julie and Daz, you two are in the back discussing.
I'll
Yeah, well-
follow if Julie goes in.
Julia's he's usually going to be the last one through, just because he wants to make sure that no one sneaks up on us while we're doing something. So he'll make sure everyone's okay through, and then he'll go last.
Okay. So you're not in for this round of combat. Kay, and since you exit out, you're immediately trapped and restrained in webbing. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Sure.
And as I see them pop through, I say, "Don't attack them yet.
Okay.
Get yourself free."
What is happening right now?
Where the hell is my character sheet? Oh, there.
I'll wave at K from the top of the spider.
Okay. Exiting out into here, Treverin, you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to do my athletics check and try to break free.
Okay.
And I'm just going to stand there and stare at them.
Okay. Dreloff, you're riding a rider.
I'm gonna hold my action until they break free.
Okay. Singe.
Oh. I think this is an easy choice. Hold on.
I think he's gonna breath attack you.
No. Am I right next to K?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Gonna touch K. Hee.
All right. So, it's lucky because this entire area is covered with webs and is considered difficult. Much like every other annoying area in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, come on. The Cloakwood Forest is not that bad.
It's bad.
It's only bad if you don't know how to navigate it.
It's bad.
Invisibility and freedom of movement sword. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
All right.
That's an action, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're up next.
Alrighty. I will look at the Drider in front of me that Dreloff is currently riding.
Mhm.
And I will give it 2 longsword slashes to the face.
All righty. 21 hits, 12 does not. That does break its free of the charm. Alrighty. You slash into it. It suddenly starts looks around at the more folks that have come through, and it hisses.
Alright, that'll be it.
All right. It's first going to so the one's still charmed. It's first going to realize that the dwarf is riding its back.
Don't forget you held your action, Drelloff.
Can I swing at him since he's starting to move?
Sure.
I get one or two hits.
You only get the one hit as a reaction and held action.
Okay. Oh shit! Take that 3 off. I forgot that. Damn. Okay. He get hit for 7.
Yep. All right. So you chunk into him with the cauterizer. That grabs his attention instantaneously. He just check something. Well, he is going to. He's going to actually retreat back. Treverin and Kay can get attacks of opportunity against him if they wish.
Oh, you know it.
Wow. Nice hit with the quarterstaff. That hits.
The only time I hit with it the entire game.
Yeah, really. Whopping 2 points of damage.
Hey, I'll take it.
Unless you're a monk, you're not really doing any damage with a quarterstaff.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He climbs 15 feet on the wall.
Oh, did mine not come through? My hit?
Yeah, you did. Yep.
Okay.
20 points of damage. I got it. You're hit too. All right, and then Trelloff, you're still riding him. He's basically running straight up the side. He is going to try to shake you off. I need you to make an athletics check to try to hold on.
Normal, right?
Straight normal athletics check. All right, you hold on tight.
Choke that bitch out.
All right. Treverin.
I see Drelloff being climbed up, and I was like, Drelloff, you got a parachute, right?
I just wanted to see him fucking pile driver back to the ground. Just grab her by the face and just fucking yeah.
I want to
And
hear.
targeting this one, I'm going to.
19 hits, going real damage. You burn away near its feet. You hear a kind of hiss in pain as it tries to scurry away.
And
All right.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Drelloff, you're up next.
Alright. I'm gonna swing twice with cauterizer. Recklessly. So, let's see. Advantage.
21 hits, so does 19.
All I can
Okay.
I can picture
Ye
him
had-
go to sleep. Go to sleep.
So, you picture Drelloff doing that?
Yeah.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
He's holding one. He's got the axe in one hand. He's going to sleep.
Try to choke a bitch out.
So, here's what you do. You hold on tight as this creature begins to climb up the side of a wall. You take your axe and you take it around this creature's neck and you pull back hard using it for leverage, using the gravity for leverage. And you whisper in its ear in Dwarvish, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You hear and it falls backwards with you on its back. You land onto the floor first, with the web kind of softening your cushiony fall, axe in hand. You blink twice and watch as the large body of the spider falls back on top of you.
It's a Wile E. Coyote fall.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and are restrained underneath a drider's body.
Oh,
You say 5?
You're not raging, so you take the full brunt of it.
Wile E. Coyote, you were on top of the mob and you somehow hit the ground first.
Send, you're up next.
All right. Do I see that Treverin is hurt at this point? Can I assess that from my area?
I mean, he's only bleeding from both ears. Yes, he's hurt. 14 points of healing back to you as Singe kind of reaches through the webs and touches, brushing away some webs over your shoulder, doing
I will
the
take
brush.
Basically doubled my hit points.
Okay.
That's what
Okay,
I'm
you're up
here
next.
for.
I will walk around the other side of Treverin here,
Okay.
square off to this thing, and it's time to hit.
Because it's charmed like that, is it considered like incapacitated? Like,
Nope, just charmed.
okay.
Attacking it will break the charm.
Yep, that's fine. I put the diamond back in my pocket.
All right. You unload into it. You hear two satisfying cuts go through as this creature roars back and hisses, realizing what the heck's happening. Is that it for your turn?
That's it.
All right. This creature is then going to turn around, longsword in hand, and is going to. It's first going to bite you, which
Who's he
misses.
biting? K or me?
Okay.
Me.
Okay.
Okay, just hit it. It's going to attack back. And
Okay.
then it's going to attack you twice with its longsword.
It might be more mad at me setting it on fire earlier.
It just broke
So I
its
took
concentration
11.
on something it enjoyed, so. Alright, at this point, it's been about 12 seconds after you watch the rest of the party go through Daz and Julie.
What do you say? What do you say, boss?
Julie picks up the goblin and throws him through the portal.
No, you don't. I'm gonna disengage from that shit.
Yeah, basically just go.
I'll go. Let's go. I got your back. Don't worry about
You
it.
watch the goblin come in through the portal head first, directly into Drider.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
No, I'm not letting me toss me unless I don't want to.
Do an athletics
Fine,
check.
you-
straight.
I don't think I have much of a choice.
You exit through the portal and find yourselves face to face with a Drider, some of your companions trapped in webbing. I need the both of you to go ahead and roll initiative and add yourselves to the list.
Shit.
And I look at the two just coming in like, well, I guess better late than never.
Joel, you're up first.
I guess the first order of business, since I can't attack it, right? Since I break out of the web first.
You can attack it because it's right next to you. It's just the attacks will have disadvantage.
Oh. If I break out of the web, I'm out, or will I continually get caught up since it's one big web?
You are out. It's just the area around you is difficult terrain.
If I have disadvantage on my attacks, will he have advantage in his attacks on me?
He will because you're restrained.
I'm going to break out of the web.
Okay.
What do you
Athletics
think? Strength check?
Athletics. You just flex and the webs break off you.
Whoa.
All right.
Stupid
Moving along.
Drider's going to kill you.
Done for your turn?
I can't do anything else, so yeah.
Okay. Treverin.
I want to try to break out of these webs again.
All right. Athletics. You break out. You
Alright.
take your quarterstaff, find a weak point in the webs, ripped hard, and manage to break yourself free.
Okay.
Alrighty. That it for your turn?
Yep.
Daz.
Shit. I'm gonna shoot this Drider next to me then.
Okay.
So it's with disadvantage, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. That's the first one.
22 hits. 14 does not.
And I am going to, I think should be able to do sneak attack with that first one.
You will.
Because, oh, nope. Never mind. I have disadvantage even though somebody's next to him. So never mind.
That's
it's just
true,
the 11.
Yeah, you don't get sneak attack on disadvantage roll. Yep, I forgot about that. Okay. Done for your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Droloff. You're trapped
wanna-
underneath this spider.
That's why I say you want athletics, acrobatics, or just straight strength?
Athletics to see if you can wrest yourself free.
Athletics, got it.
Okay.
Check.
So you lift the spider, Drider even, and you kind of crawl out of its body. The rest of you who are watching from behind just hear the satisfying as he kind of pops right out from underneath of it.
You're right. That was pretty satisfying.
I'm assuming that counted as my action.
We'll say it's your bonus action.
Sweet. I'm over here and smack this bitch in the face.
Alrighty. Yep, those will hit. Alright, starting to look pretty haggard, this one. That it for your turn?
Yep.
Singe.
I'm uncurious. Like, I know that this is a ranged attack, but I don't know how it works for this. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna hit disadvantage in case it does. No, okay.
I mean, they have to roll wisdom save, so you don't get disadvantage on.
I know, but for some reason I wasn't sure if it counted as a ranged attack, and
Fails to save, he takes 12 points.
okay. That would. You know what?
I will say I've never seen anyone roll Toll the Dead so much and have the one with full health be higher damage than the damaged one so often.
It's because I'm fucking special. Okay.
I mean, it's like every time you roll that, it's like holy shit.
See?
Wow, 26.
Hey, you know what? Either it's not calculating correctly, or
It's
B,
calculating just fine. I'm looking at the macro right now.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
roll better on D8s than you do on D12s, apparently.
Yep.
or B, it's all because I saved Kay's life, and this is cursing me.
I told you made a terrible mistake.
It's canon.
Actually,
It's canon.
I mean, it's literally like the fourth time I've seen you do that.
You did tell me that, didn't you? After the fact.
Oh.
All right.
All right, is that for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty, I am going to give the Dreader the old 1-2 for a third time.
Go for it. Both attacks will land. And with both of those slices, shing, shing.
I take off his legs first, then his head.
All right. One wide sweep manages to take off the legs, and as he kind of falls down around you, looking to his left and to his right, realizing he doesn't have any way of moving anymore, he looks up at you with this look of fear and surprise as
All
you
right,
manage
let's
to
call it
just
a
take
draw
off its
then.
head. So you're out of combat. In the interest of time, you are free from those webs.
Okay.
I will say, as I go to help Treverin up, this happens without any word.
Skadoosh.
Okay. As you go to help Treverin up, suddenly this healing surge of energy kind of courses through your fingertips, something you've not felt in a very long time. And Treverin, you feel as your wounds begin to kind of close from Kay.
And I look at Kay completely perplexed.
I will look back at you equally as awe.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Who hasn't felt the healing?
Kay.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Because I was about to turn around and be like, fuck you, elves.
No, I was looking very perplexed at Kay because I know he's a warlock and he shouldn't be doing that.
It is unnatural.
Sword of Truth
What's-
series.
What's weird is, as that spell goes off, you're so used to everything Kay doing of having this shadowy sort of dark energy wrapped around it. It's kind of similar to some of the magic that you yourself cast, but it's not quite the same under the same sort of vein. Lately, you've seen Singe and a lot of the spells he casts, whereas they normally have this holy tin. They've instead have more of this dark, shadowy presence to it. Within the last couple of days, you're still not quite sure what's up with that. The spell that Kay casts as he kind of reaches and helps you out of the webs, and brush yourself off, that has that same sort of radiant glow that you used to see in most of Singe's spells, and that was the last place you expected to see it. Kay apparently it seems as equally perplexed as you that this just happened.
Yeah, I don't even know how to respond to it. I'm just staring back at him like, really?
I'm now staring at my hand that has touched you like I will never wash this hand again. What the hell just happened?
Um,
And I look back over at Singe and I'm like, back at K, back at Singe, back at K. And I just kind of roll my eyes and go, I have no clue. And
Killy,
too much for me to handle.
walking around, being all the webs were down here, would it be would it be would it be wise of me to say that this is not a place that we've been to before?
It's certainly one you don't recognize.
Okay,
Well,
without it being recognizable, I I would like to recommend to Kay that he reactivate the portal.
So,
And
looking behind you as the portal deactivates, you note that the portal is actually of a different design than the one you entered through.
okay,
Instead, you see there are 6 stone niches, each one having a small stone figurine that weighs 1 pound. The figurines are a black dragon, a umberhole, an owlbear, a minotaur, and a manticore. You see an image of the mountain, but instead of a sun, it has a moon.
And I immediately looking at that, I look back over at K. I go, that figurine you had, it had the sun on it, right?
And I will pull it out of my pocket and show it to you. And it indeed does have a sun on it.
Okay, so my suspicion is we're gonna have to find the figurine that has a moon on it to go back through. I used dwarf reasoning for this, and I look at Droloff and laugh.
What's
Shoot him the
important-
bird.
The other thing that's important to note is the other thing that's important to note: the gate that you entered through to get here had those same niches, but they were all empty. This one has all these statues on it.
wait, what now?
So the portal you came through to get here had 6 niches, but they
Okay.
were all empty. This
So-
one has 6 niches that are not empty. They all have a figure inside of them.
But the one that's missing is, or the one, no, the one that looks almost identical to K's is the one with the moon, but it's a moon rather than a sun. Is that
There's
right?
there's no figurines that have them on them, not the ones that are sitting in niches of this archway.
Oh, okay.
The archway, the stone wall behind it,
Oh,
is carved to resemble a moon over the mountain. The one that you came through had with the sun over the mountain.
okay. I was like, how did we get to that logic then? Okay, I got you. I have no idea what that all means.
I will try to attach the statue to it again, regardless.
Okay, nothing happens.
Damn.
Julie is impatiently waiting for you guys at the northern passage.
I'm
No,
Looking
I'm
at
not
the
going
bodies.
anywhere.
So what is around the? Can you say what's around the gate one more time?
Yes, so there are 6 figurines. The figurines are a black dragon, a unicorn, an umber hulk, an owlbear, a minotaur, and a manticore.
Is there anything that all those things have in common? Black dragon, minotaur, unicorn.
While you're looking at the gateway, by the way, go ahead and make a perception check, okay? You also note, as you're looking at it, the moon that's carved into the wall has a half-inch diameter hole right in the middle.
Does it look like you can fit a coin?
No.
I look over at Treverin.
That's a hole, not a slot.
Damn.
Ugh. Not trying that trick again anytime soon. I know what happens. I know what that game is.
I do have a whole bunch of extra coins from the castle I could throw in there.
That's fair.
So, because I wasn't here, there was no thing that talked to any of us to like warn us from using that one, correct?
Yeah, so passing through that gate, normally you had gotten used to something whispering in your heads to be cautious of the dangers ahead. This, as you pass through this one, no such warning.
Okay. Jesus.
I look at Cinder, I said, and I don't have enough reference points where we're at to know which map or floor we could be on with my maps.
Say well, you haven't seen this place before, so I'm also clueless. I don't even know which way to go at this point.
So there's only one direction.
Yeah, but this is a dungeon. It's never that easy.
Well, it is when there's only one direction right now. You're in a room with one way out. We have one way to go.
Hey, Julie. Make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. Julie, you trigger a hidden tripwire underneath the webs, and rocks will fall on you from the ceiling. Rocks fall, but you don't die. They do 10 points of damage, though.
Is that reduced to 7?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Two things. I'm going to walk up to Drayloff and I'll hit him with what do you call it first, and
Yeah,
then
Drelloff's looking pretty good off.
yeah, I can only do that right now.
Okay. We'll hit back to Drello.
All right, let me minus that spell from, and then everybody's taking a little bit of damage. Oh, is there anything else in this room?
Make a perception check.
Oh. Perception. God damn it, I gotta get off the fucking spells. Oh.
I'll count the 11, which is good enough.
Damn,
Do you read Undercommon?
I do.
Okay, so a couple things. On
Wait.
the Driders.
Yeah, Undercommon.
Yes?
I got it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. On the Driders, one of them actually has a set of calligrapher's tools. Map. The other Drider carries a set of woodcarver's tools. And the one that's carrying the woodcarver's tools also has 3 statues made out of some sort of substance that you're not immediately familiar with. In fact, go ahead and make a nature check. See if you recognize.
Sure. I'm sure this will go swimmingly. All right.
It's Zerkwood, a unique mushroom that grows only in the Underdark that is harvested by Underdark denizens because it shares a similarity in substance and style to wood.
Okay.
So it's basically Underdark wood it grows from mushrooms in the Underdark. The 3 figurines there are carved to look like some sort of great spider deity of some kind. You think you can sell them to the right buyer for maybe a gold a pop? There are 3 of them. The last thing you see in here is hiding behind some of the webs is a haiku written in Undercommon
Oh,
that reads, "My queen of spiders, dark diamond of the abyss, snare me in your web."
wait. Hmm.
Spare, spare me from dried up poets.
You say it from under rock.
From under rock. All right. I'll pass that along. Um, Where's this at?
The haiku is written kind of up in the ceiling, actually, over in this direction somewhere.
Oh, okay. All right.
You kind of spot it while you're at Drider.
All right. Um. Okay. So with that, uh, I will grab the tools and I will, make my way up to Julie and I will throw a heal on Julie.
Killy, I was writing down those figurines that were in the niches.
Mhm.
That's what I had Black Dragon, I had a Unicorn, Umber Hulk, Owlbear, Minotaur, and then what was the last one?
Manticore.
Oh, Manticore.
Chili, I'm gonna activate the hammer by uttering the magic phrase so I can see around me because I assume it's dark in here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Why are you under all those rocks, big man?
It's a trap. Look out for tripwires in the webs.
All right. Then I say we get to exploring since we can't go back the way we
Yeah,
came.
slower this time, says Julie, and he takes one of the 10-foot poles and he's trying to prod ahead and check for traps as he goes.
Okay. Make a perception check, Julie. Mhm. Okay. You prod ahead. Julie, make another dexterity saving throw for me, please. Okay. You prod ahead, you with the 10-foot pole. This time you hear a snap and dodge back as another set of rocks tumbles in front of you.
Julie just looks back at everyone and gives a big, toothy grin. This open space here, is there anything notable?
Looking in here, the most notable thing from what you saw earlier and see now is those 2 tripwire traps. There are some webs in this room, though they're not as thick as the room you came in. The cavern in here is 30 feet high, but it begins to slope down to about 20 feet as you get further into the cavern.
Keep going. Still checking for traps as we go.
Yep.
What's over here? Let's see this. Looks like a dead end.
It looks like a tunnel that has been caved in.
Gosh, you guys are moving so fast.
A long hallway beyond eventually leads you into an open chamber that seems to be a crossroads of some kind.
Killy,
You
would
see-
I have seen enough landmarks now to be able to figure out what floor we might be on?
Not
On
yet.
maps?
Not yet.
Okay.
In here, the cavern slopes back up again to 30 feet high, but it is studded with stalactites, and the floor in here, in fact, is so uneven it's considered difficult terrain.
Those items marked out on the floor are coming up from the floor. They're stalag.
Those are stalactites hanging from the cavern.
Okay. So let's not underneath. I don't know. You guys have any preference which way we go?
I say west. But that's only because I think we're on the far, well, not certainly out of game. This is just what I call it. But I can't like move the map any further to the east, so I say west. It's such a dick thing, but
Assume we're moving slowly, checking for traps as we go.
I will give Julie a wide berth of distance.
Accident prone.
Well, we've been in this dungeon for less than a minute, and he's already found 2 traps of rocks. I'm fine with letting him go first. I guess I'm gonna stand at this crossway. Is there anything north here?
The passageway continues on for a bit. In either direction.
I kind of want to see where if this collapse leads to another entrance or not.
I will follow you. By the way, you do still have freedom of movement, I think, for another hour.
Holy
Yep.
shit! That is not. That was way longer than I thought it would.
I believe it's an hour.
It's only been about probably about 10 minutes so far with the exploration. See the other end of what it looks like this collapsed cavern.
Oh, hey, sweet. Okay. At least now we have a area of expanse that we can go off of.
I'll meet with you and work our way back to
We're back to Julie and follow Julie. I will let him lead the way.
to Trap Finder Julie.
Trap finder Julie. He likes to find traps with his face.
To be
Come
fair,
up
I've met,
behind the goblin and kind of nudge him along.
to be
Oh,
fair,
go
I've
ahead.
met
I
WoW
got your
players
back.
like that.
I'm better from range anyway.
Go on. Nudge him
Go ahead.
again.
Nope, I'm good. I'm watching our back.
I have to ask Julie. Does he know where he's going, or is he just wandering?
Do you ask him?
Yeah, I'm asking Julie.
I must insist, little
Oh,
green
don't worry.
man.
I'm not gonna.
Julie,
I'm not gonna
asked
get
Julie
you.
what-
You're safe
asked
with
Julie
me
what
in
he-
the back.
Are you? Do you actually know where you're going, or are you just wandering?
Yeah, he looks down one passage, then down the other. He goes, "Of course I know which way I'm going. I'm going this way."
That doesn't instill Kay with any sort of confidence.
Oh,
Julie
Okay.
wanders into a dead end.
That was perfect.
You see, I find space for you to take a rest.
Thanks, Julie. Appreciate it.
After
Now we
you,
go
little
this
green
way.
man.
no, but we're gonna lose them. Tunnels. I'm fine in the tunnels. I don't think this is your natural habitat. You look like you.
I
You
can
might
see
like
just
trees
fine
and
in the
stuff
dark.
like that.
I am just fine. After you.
Julie, you hear the sound of water as you make your way south and see some sort of river.
Aha. Even better place. It's over here.
Do you know what's really cool with freedom of movement? Your swim speed's quicker.
Is that really a thing?
Julie's gonna wait, let everyone get caught up
Here,
at the water.
search it.
You doing what now? I'm sorry.
Give me 120
I'm
feet of dark
I'm-
vision
Oh,
I'm waiting for everyone to get caught up.
so
as I look across the water.
on the far, far end, you can
I don't want to look
see
anymore. I don't want to look.
a whole lot of fish people on the other end.
Fish people, fish people.
And as you kind of look at them from the distance, they don't see you. But you can see the cavern beyond. Pull that up.
I have-
Greenie.
I
The
have
cavern beyond is
Oh.
coated head to toe in slime.
I
There
have a
are
really bad idea.
dozens of fish people on the other end. Near the river's edge, you can also make out what look like caltrops. There are, of the fish people on the other end, you can see there are a couple of fighters left over in there, but they are swaying around like drunkards after a hard night. There is a chuffing chorus of these fish folks breathing in ragged breaths. Their gills are swollen and red, and a good number of them seem like they're languishing on wooden pallets. It looks like most of these guys are probably not fighters, and in fact, a number of them look like they're sick.
I don't like the look of any of this. I cast that.
Ugh.
That range is 150 fucking feet.
Yeah.
Christ.
Hadar is really hungry.
As the echoing sound of the octobass appears.
So, I look at Green and said, I hear the laughter or initiating of combat down there, so you better get going.
Yeah, they probably need you. You're
So-
really good.
So
spellcaster.
here's how we're gonna end the night before we continue. You get up to the water's edge, Mr. 120 feet of dark vision, which reveals a little bit more of the cavern over here, by the way. But you see all those fish people on the far end of the cavern, many of whom look to be sick and swollen, very few of whom look to be fighters. There's probably about easily 2, maybe 3 dozen sick and wounded here. Of the ones that are in there, you see that 2 of the warriors that are in there take a little bit of damage. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Oh.
Okay. So, of the 2 warrior-looking dudes that are in there, they get kind of clipped by some of that inky blackness, and they are just going to fall back out of there. As for the remaining, easily close to 2 to 3 dozen sick and injured who really aren't able to do much of anything, you watch as the inky black tendrils swarm around a lot of fishmen, drawing them into the hungering void of the octobass as you hear the echoing voice of the octobass whisper back in an echoing void. Don't worry. Be happy. And as so many of them are slipped into the octobass's tectonic nightmare, we're going to end tonight's D&D session.
I have a question. I can't see
Wow.
that far because I don't have dark vision. Do you
None of you
describe-
realize that Kate has just murdered a bunch of 6 fish people
You
by
watch
sinking
me-
them into...
You watch me pull out a pickled octopus tentacle that belonged to the octopus and start rubbing it furiously as I go, nope, no, not, As in the faint distance you hear, don't worry, be happy now.
There is
Echo through the
something
cavern.
so
Oh,
very
Lord.
wrong with you people.
You know, it's a good thing
can't
I
even
couldn't
begin.
see across to the other side because the wholesale slaughter that you just delivered.
A lot of dead fish people.
And my word is law!
Yeah, I wouldn't have been too happy about that either.
Now my question is, did the tentacles take
Ignorance
the
is
bodies?
bliss.
Is there any evidence of said murder?
Nope.
Awesome.
Except for the witnesses, they got away.
Perfect. I don't have to explain myself when I go to the islands.
The rest of you don't see this.
If we get to an empty island, they're like, what happened here? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
It's probably a good thing, because otherwise I'd be like, okay, Hitler, throw another one on the Barbie. Because what the
See,
Congress Hadar is my gas chamber.
he's lucky because
God.
I actually have 120
Fuck.
feet of vision too, so I would have seen it,
Oh.
but I wasn't there.
You weren't there.
All right, I'm good. I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to say good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
Godwin is calling me. I have to go.
Alright.
All right.
I'm
Oh
shutting
man,
it
this is
down.
fun. All right, I'll talk to you guys. Hopefully, I can figure out my microphone